yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. When I was young. That's Oscar Wilson. Oscar 43rd Street Wilson. And ladies and before that, let me say this. Miss Zeno, the Mojo Queen, in my shoes, and of course Denise LaSalle, drop that zero and get yourself a hero. All right. Without further ado, let me go to the live line. I have Mr. Oscar Wilson on the live line with me. My guest for this evening, Oscar 43rd Street Wilson. Oh boy, I can't wait to talk to him about that. Anyway, Mr. Wilson, how you doing?
I'm all right, brother Jacob, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain at all. Thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of the program.
Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely, no problem. Well, I'm trying to think where I should start. For all my listeners who are listening from all over the country, would you mind telling them a little bit about where you were born and raised, and what kind of music were you listening to growing up as a child?
Well, I was born 4349 South Wales,
All right now.
Chicago, Illinois. I come up listening to blues, gospel, doo-wops, Motown, et cetera,
Absolutely. And who are some of your favorite artists? Some of your artists that you listen to, or any songs that pop up in your head?
Well, my favorite blues artist was Lightning Hopkins. My favorite group, I guess, as far as the R&B, was the Temptations, early Temptations.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Now, I heard that. So, the word on the street is that.
What do people say? What do people say? Okay.
That I know Billy Flynn calls you a human jukebox. And I know that you know a lot of different songs, and from my understanding, even back when you were younger, people used to, a lot of your family and the older folks would ask you about how do you remember all these different songs? Am I right about this?
Yes, in a way, yes. I've actually forgot more than most people ever know.
Uh-oh.
I mean, really, since I've been doing this professional, I've really forgotten a whole lot of things. Sometimes I have to hear them for them to pop back, and plus I'm getting old.
Don't nothing get old but clothes.
Yeah, that's true. But I wish you'd tell my arthritis that.
Oh, Brother Arthur.
Yeah, Brother Arthur is rough.
Oh, Lord.
Woo. But
Oh.
in all seriousness, I do know a lot of music. It's because as a child, I was, music was born into me. It was, I inherited it from my father.
Okay.
Who was a blues man, but he happened to pass 2 months before I was born.
Oh my goodness.
And out of all the children, I got the bug,
Wow.
I mean, all of my brothers and sisters liked it, but I mean, I guess I was just further because I mean, I love it. I don't think, I think if I could survive just singing, and didn't need money, I could just do it. That's how much I love it.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, my. And you said it's
Yeah,
something that's in your. That's something that's in your. You said it's in. It's just in your soul. It's.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people, say they see that in me, and it's it's not hard. I mean, because since I can remember, well, you probably not old enough for this, brother Jay,
Uh-oh.
but back in the day, uh, when they would say children should be seen and not heard,
Yeah.
and and when grown folk were in a room, perfect example, I can tell you, I remember seeing Big Smokey Smothers, Junior Wells, Max Simmons, um, Elmo James come to my house. And they used to sit up before they amplified everything. Like, I'm 65. So before they amplified everything and just play it, my mother would cook fish and stuff. And I guess, by my father being around that, and they would just play. And
Wow.
most of the kids would be playing, but I would be standing there listening at them. Yeah, I wasn't interested in playing like all the other kids. I was interested in that music.
Wow. Ooh wee. And so what age did you start? So at what age did you start? Did you, I guess, start singing, or realize that you had a love for singing because you knew that music was in you? When did you start singing?
Well, Brother Jacob, I was always told I couldn't sing.
What?
Yeah, yeah. I was told I couldn't sing. Coming up, I didn't have the look or something. I don't know. And, I would, you can't sing. Okay.
Oh my gosh! What?
Yeah,
I, w-
yeah.
I would
It's
like to have a
true.
conversation with with these folks. What?
It's true, brother. I was told, uh, even coming up, we had these little groups, and they wouldn't let me do the singing. Somebody else sing, and then as time went on, I got a chance to sing with Melvin Taylor in Slack Band. Well, my ex-brother-in-law was a member of his band for a while, Robert Peterson. He played bass for him, which they called him Fat Daddy.
Okay. Yes.
And he played for Johnny, oh, Lord, I almost said Johnny B. Giddens, but I don't mean him, Johnny B. Moore.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh
Yeah,
my
he played
goodness.
bass for him, and he played bass for Shirley Johnson.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, when they needed a singer or something, they would ask me to come in and sing, but I, just be having fun and go up and sing. It was nothing, They said, man, well, a lot of people start saying, you're in the wrong business, You should be singing, but I come from a take care of your family first type thing,
Sure. Absolutely.
So as time went on, and I moved to Wisconsin.
Okay.
And after my wife passed away from breast cancer in 2005,
Ooh, I'm
and
sorry to hear
in
that.
2007, I moved to Wisconsin with my last two girls at home, and they graduated and they moved back to Chicago,
Oh
you know,
man.
and they left me, and I went to a VFW one day in Janesville, Wisconsin, where I met Travis Koopman of the Cashbox Kings,
Okay.
and he said, hey, man, I'm Travis Koopman, and let's show you how things work. And I'm sitting there, and he just come to the table, so I'm Travis Koopman, and this is my jam, along with the 008 band, I said, well, I sing a little bit, play harmonica a little bit. So, well, you want to come up? And I went up, and we just, hit it right off. And he asked me what was I doing, what was I going to do? And I said, I don't really know. I said, but I said, I'd like to play Buddy Guys. He said, well, give me 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks he came back, and I was playing Buddy Guys and with them, and that's when I met the rest of the band. And they got 3 standing ovations, and he said they never got a standing ovation.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Now, what was that transition like going into the joining the Cashbox Kings? What was that like for you?
Well, it was hit and miss, joining a new group where they had the lead singers already, and trying to get in what was already done, get in what, you know what I mean? So I had to work my way into it, And as Travis left and went to the Cayman Islands to work, and more opportunities, to sing more songs start coming up. Then before he left, we recorded an album live, Cashbox Kings live at the Cuda Cafe. And that was out, and when he left, and then the opportunity came, Joel Patterson joined the band, and Billy Flynn. So, and we did an album, I-94, on the Blue Bella label.
Yes.
And I did a couple of songs on there. And then the next album, more and more.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. And you've got, I know there was one record, there's a song that I really like that you did called Gotta Move to the Suburbs, because the low end done got too high.
Yeah. Me and Joe Nosek wrote that together.
Okay.
And we like right together. And it's actually a true story. It's about gentrification.
Yep.
On 43rd Street, I was there, like I say, in 1953, and I watched it change. Clean on until I got grown and moved out, and I still go there to see friends and noticing how things are changing. And we're not actually in Bronzeville, but Bronzeville is like right across the expressway, the Dan Ryan.
Right.
And how they rebuilding, and they tore down the projects, and now they,
Yep.
And you go down there, you see, we call them high-end houses. And you go down there, you see Mercedes and Benzes, and the white people moving back into the area.
Yep.
And I was there when the area was white. We were one of the first big black families to move down on 43rd Street.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I watched it change, and now it's changing back.
It's funny how things just, it's like it just revolves. Everything, how.
Yeah.
You just wait, you wait. You just keep on waiting and watching how time goes by, and the pendulum swings, and now everybody's moving back into the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's like my zoot suits. I don't never change. So eventually they come back around.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Now, I'm assuming, but but I'm hoping you'll clarify.
Okay.
The nickname 43rd Street. Now, did you get that nickname from always hanging out on 43rd Street, or how did you get that nickname?
Well, since I lived 43rd Street, like I said, I was there. When the first black family started moving down, it was mostly German a Jewish, Polish, thing. I guess a lot of people that fled the war and they saturated there. Because as a paper boy, I used to deliver German papers.
Okay.
In the neighborhood. Yeah. And so, and I always, once I got a little bit to add to the group, I always say something about 43rd Street because I'm proud of being a product of 43rd Street.
Yes.
And so somebody started calling me Mr. 43rd. It could have been Joe. Joe Nosek. I'm not sure, but then like a couple of people on the 43rd Street get page, Hendrix School, and a couple of the ladies picked it up and they started calling me Mr. 43rd Street. So I just kept it. It sounds good, and I have a song that may be on the coming album called Mr. 43rd Street.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's dynamite. You got to hear it.
Okay, yeah. I bet it is. I bet it is. Wow. Oh,
yeah.
My goodness. And currently now, I know you did a solo release on Airway Records, right? And that was it Sam Burkhart?
Yeah,
okay.
Sam Burkhart and the Modern Sound.
And then I know you also did and then Cashbox Kings currently, correct me if I'm wrong, currently you all are recording for Alligator, right?
That's correct.
Okay, wonderful, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and our Alligator recording is called Raw Mint.
Okay, yes.
Which actually, placed number 2 or something for the year, Living Blues or something, 2, 4, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, wonderful.
And it was nominated, for BMA.
And you were also nominated, didn't you, wasn't the group nominated for a Blues Blast?
Yeah, we were nominated for Blues Blast, Best Traditional Band, and Best Traditional Album, CD, and Best Traditional Band.
Okay.
Best Band. And I was also nominated, Oscar Wilson One Room Blues was nominated for Best Traditional Blues CD, and Best Blues Singer I was nominated for. Wow. Didn't win, but I was nominated.
Hey, look, you got nominated. Somebody acknowledged you, which is good.
Yeah.
But next time we gotta make sure you win.
Hey,
gotta vote.
It's like you said. I got nominated,
yeah.
And I'll probably end up being the Susan Lucci of the blues. The Susan Lucci of the blues.
I haven't heard Susan's name in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. Now, okay, I heard somewhere else too. Here's something else I heard that when you perform, that you get very nervous. Is it true that you get nervous performing?
Yes, every time.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I get close to puking. At times I have.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Brother Jacob, like I said, some people buy this thing? What I'm trying to say, may go to school and, get lessons and all of that stuff. And I didn't get any lessons in this. My lessons was living it life, And when I started to really going on stage as somewhat professional, and I used to do it. I don't care if you like it or not. You know what I mean? But it's very important. It's paramount that when I hit a stage that I give it all I got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't. I'm a cancer survivor, and sometimes I be sick, but I get on that stage, and I bring it from my heart. You know, this is what I do. This is what I love. And I wanted to go over so well with people, you know, and I'd be nervous. Am I going to be able to do it today? You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to give the people what they paid for? You know, and my stomach could do these these flips and jibs and jabs, you know, and feel like, you know, I haven't had anything to eat and in my mouth of water, you know. And
wow.
And, you know, and until I get that first something out of my mouth, it's like that. You know, a lot of people say, you don't look like you're nervous. Oh, man, I'm nervous every time.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
yeah.
my. Wow. What now? Yeah. You know, I excuse me. Let me ask you this, just to shift the subject a little bit. Now, you know, from your experience, excuse me,
That's okay.
From your experience being able to, you know, tap into something that you love very much, and more so later, it was, you know, later on in life when you started singing and performing on a regular basis. You know, talk to me about this. I guess, what kind of advice would you give to anyone, you know, based on what you've learned being in the music business, and especially as you say yourself that you weren't professionally trained, which I know there are plenty of other people who would say the same thing. And but what kind of advice would you give to someone, you know, who knows that it's in their soul, but they don't know if they're ready to do it, or, you know, aren't sure if they're qualified, or whatever the case may be? What kind of advice would you give someone?
Well, you know, I've like I said, you know, people told me that I couldn't sing. You know, it was always, you know, go on, little fat boy, you know. And to me, you know, it was like I didn't have the look, you know, and I'd see people, and to me, you know, I didn't think I could sing either, because it was, you know what I mean? Embedded in you. When people tell you something, you start to believe it. You know? And so I would just say, what I tell people is, if that's what you want to do, just do it. But it just, you know, some people will. I have a couple of nieces who sing, and then I know I'm this, you know, but everything seems to come when it's supposed to come, I guess. You know, because if I would have got into this business earlier, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation.
Oh.
You know, because I probably would have been gone for sure.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, but I love blues. See, like I said, I was never trained, and sometimes I'll be singing, I don't even realize that I'm singing. And I tell people, practice. You know what I mean? And don't let nobody tell you that you can't. See, and that's why I push 43rd Street. I'm a product. I've been blessed. My higher power has blessed me. When I thought I'd be dead 10 years ago when I got this cancer. And I know many people who got the same thing are gone. I'm still here. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I just tell people, don't let nobody say you can't. Yeah, Bob Dylan can make it. You can too.
Yes,
You
right.
know, I mean, you know, and I'm not trying to be funny, but you know he sounds hard. But he's one hell of a writer. And I just think everybody can actually sing. They just don't sing like you sing, or you sing, or you sing. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And to me, if I can't upbuild you, I'm not going to down you. And I can down you in my mind because I have caught myself doing that, but I'll straighten myself out. Who am I to tell you what you can or cannot do?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I sure
You know,
do.
and I love to see the young folk, the few that we do got coming up, brother,
Yes.
singing the blues or whatever. And if they ask, you know, I'd be more than happy. And nothing I would love better. And I've taught kids how to play harmonica and stuff in Madison. And a lot of people seem to think I'm from Madison. And I miss out on I've never called for any of the Chicago stuff because I don't think they really understand I'm from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the heart, the low end. You know what I mean?
Yes, right.
Yeah, no, I'm from the low end.
Look, I understand because I'm from 49th and Cottage Grove, so
Oh, man. I used to live on 44th and Cottage, right between Cottage and Drexel.
get out of here! Wow.
Yeah, man. So,
Oh man.
yeah, man. So,
Wow. Oh man.
yeah.
So yes, I understand. And that's why that song that gotta move to the suburbs that really resonated with me.
Yeah, you know what? And then, like, when I went to the lakefront, I remember 31st Street Beach had no place to get no food.
Yeah.
Had no play areas for the kids. We go to the lake just to watch the water. Or go fishing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I went over there. Man, they got restaurants, skateboard parks, yacht clubs.
Yep.
I'm like, wow.
Yep. Parking garage.
Yeah. I didn't know all of that was there. And when we got ready to shoot the video, I'm like, man, do you see this? I say, this is fantastic.
Well, and you remember Pappy's Liquor Store on 47th and Cottage Grove?
Yeah.
And now that's a Walmart.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, next time you come back, make a trip. We'll go around the neighborhood together.
Man, I did not know that.
Oh, yes. Yep, they took down Pappy's, knocked it down, and put up a Walmart.
Wow, man.
Oh, yeah, the times are changing.
Yeah, man. And I remember Pappy's Just As Good, and like in the middle of the block of 47th Street used to be a tavern there. A friend of mine used to own it named Duke Turner.
Oh, Duke Turner.
Yeah,
he the gospel. He got this song. He said, I'm pressing on, pressing on, pressing. I gotta find that record somewhere. Yeah, I know Duke Turner. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he lived right down the street from me, Duke Turner, which you just made me think of when you said that, because Duke Turner, Honey Boy Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to school with his daughter, Betty.
Okay, yeah.
And he hung around, with my mother and them, sister and them. They all, and people, when I first came around, they was like, Honey Boy Edwards? I'm like, who is Honey Boy Edwards? Because, see, we was made to respect, we had to respect elders. And they called him, in my neighborhood, Honey Man.
Interesting.
Hey, or Mr. Honey Man. you know. It wasn't no Honey Boy. I said, what's Honey Boy? Yeah, but this is Honey Man. You know. And they was like, oh, you know. Yeah, I know him. I was a little guy, about maybe from 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. And he was playing a house party on the corner, 43rd Street. Used to be a 43rd and Wells. Used to be a apartment little thing there, a little thingy there, and it had a little, cut up apartments. And he was in there playing a house party.
Oh.
And I was walking by. We went to the store. Everybody running, playing, and I stopped and I was just listening. And he said, "Come here, little boy. You want to sing a song?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "What you want to sing?" I said, "I want to sing Still a Fool," which they call it Two Trains Running.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I hear these little boy, where you learn all of that stuff from? I said, "I just know it."
Wow.
Oh,
so, man.
And that
you're a young man. You're a young boy singing with Honey Boy Edwards.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Honey Boy, Big Smokey Smothers.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man.
Yeah, Big Smokey Smothers is my nephew's father.
Okay. Oh, all right. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I know I'm friends with some of his kinfolk too that still hang out on the blues scene. Rita Smothers and Dolores Smothers, but wow. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could have sang and hang out with some of these folks. Oh man. Wow. Unbelievable.
Do I remember you, little Jacob.
Uh-oh.
You might not remember me.
What? Okay. Do we? What?
At the Blues Festival.
Which way? What? It
was a while ago. You were, and what's her name? Jackie Scott.
Yeah.
Fernando.
Okay. Yes.
They was in the little tent, and we were in there singing. Me, you, and Jackie Scott.
What? Oh no, I don't remember. Wait a minute. I gotta go back and think about this.
Yeah, I remember.
What?
And then I came over to 14th and Western, I don't know, and Smokey's people was having some.
Yeah.
But you didn't remember me, and I saw you singing over there. I said, well, look at him.
Yep, because Dick Sherman was out there, and I used to, because Rita and Dolores, they would put they put a couple shows together, and a couple times they were at the water hole. Yeah.
Right, the water hole. Yeah. And I did one of Smokey's Monkey Man on the album, on one of our albums.
Oh, wow.
And she told me, she says, Queen F, and Emma, that's all, I don't know. But his daughters, and said, only person I seen do my daddy songs from Justice. And I say, I know your daddy like the back of my hand. He's the ice cream man. You might be old enough to remember him on his ice cream wagon.
What? Oh, wait a minute.
In the neighborhood.
Uh-oh.
In the neighborhood.
Oh, man.
He rode, it was hooked onto a bike light. And he rode, it was like a trike, where he had rode the bike, and there's this white wagon thing in front of it where he sold ice cream.
And was he doing that in the 90s? Was he still doing that?
Lord, I don't know when exactly Smokey passed. But I was there, but I just can't remember. It was a longer time because my sister had passed, and his son came home. Well, Racine came home. He was a Marine. Well, I can't remember the exact date, but I know because my nephew, he got the wagon, the bike and the wagon.
Oh
I
wow.
keep, yeah, man, I keep trying to get it up out of him, you know.
Oh.
But but yeah, he used to ride up and down Drexel, Cottage, all up and down there on that, and he'd come over to my side, and he would always give us ice cream, and he was the ice cream man,
Oh
and we was
man.
poor that we could actually, cause very seldom that we got something off the truck. My mother would have us hand churning our ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so, but Smokey would come and he would give us, ice cream when he'd come down that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all were hand churning ice cream. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Hand turning. It's worth it though. It was worth it when you finish, man. Oh my God.
Wow. Oh
Your mother
man.
cook it on top of the stove, and then you pour it up in this thing, and you get the churning and the turning. You're mad now while you're doing it, but when you finish, because you got to take turns. Me and my brother and sister, we'd be on it, boy. But when it got done, oh my God.
Wow. Oh man.
You think Haagen-Dazs and all that's good, man. Woo!
Oh, this is wonderful. This is
Uh-oh, man, I done talked this time away.
look. And look, I almost forgot I was on the air. Everybody listen to my whole conversation.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Man.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh man. So tell me this. Now, do you going back to you and the Cashbox Kings and whatnot, are you doing anything do you have anything coming up where people can find you? See you perform?
Well, you can find us on cashboxkings.com.
Okay.
Or under Alligator, recording artists. We usually do some at Buddy Guy's probably once a month, sometime twice. And I think the next time we'll be there is on the 28th of November, I think.
Okay.
They usually call me the day of. Like I said, I'm getting old. I forget things. And, to make sure that I haven't forgotten, And then I do some things with Joel Patterson.
Yes.
We do a duet, and I work with him in the Modern Sounds, and we'll be at the Green Hill.
Oh, at the wait, did you say the Green Mill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up on Broadway, I think, way up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, you just getting around.
No, man, I don't get around like I should, but
oh man. And that's right. You're down at Buddy Guy's on the 28th of November, so everybody can check out the Cashbox Kings on the 28th.
Yeah, I'll be like, especially like on the south side of Chicago, where I come from, nobody know me, and then when I come, they be like, where this guy come from? Like I've been here all the time, and I ain't synonymous with Chicago, and which, really that kind of gets to me. But Miss Deitra Farr, she keeps me in line.
Oh, really?
I can't stand her, man, but I love her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
And I know she's listening right now.
But hey, when I met her, man, honestly, it was a pleasure to really hear a lady actually sing this and sing the blues and sang it without trying to be Coco Taylor.
Ooh. Oh,
not a hit against Coco.
No, I know it's not.
Only one Coco. But to sing it and make me say, I want to drink. You know what I mean? Woo! I got to get home to my girl or something. You know what I mean? And that's when I know that I've really done something. Somebody came up to me and you really touched me today. You know,
Wow.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you have it. It was this guy. I was at Shaw's Crab House
Okay.
in downtown, and I thought of this in the routine. I took my phone out of my pocket, and I said, my woman left me today. And I don't know why she left me or whatever. But I love her, and I really want back. Yeah, I think I should call her, and I did that routine. Years go passing by, and when I finished, this man was crying, and he came up to me. He said, "I've never, seen anybody or heard anybody sing that song like that." And he gave us $100 tip. And this lady came up. I said, "Man," he said, his lady left him. I didn't know that. But it made me feel sad for him. But it made me feel good because he felt me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if I get one person to walk away from my show and say, he really sung the blues. He wasn't faking it. It was coming from his heart. I can say, well done.
Wow. Man, oh man.
And that's the truth.
Amen.
And a
to
lot of
that.
people ask me, can you sing gospel? I said, yes, I can sing gospel. I was brought up. We had a family after dinner. We all sang.
Yes.
When we would sit down and we'd sing. I said, I'd sing gospel. Right now I'm singing blues. I said, blues, pays my bills. So I'd love to sing gospel, And, I said, like, my favorite gospel singer, Lee Williams,
Yeah, now. You all right with me.
Yeah. I said, this man stands there. He ain't doing a lot of sweating and hocking and going on.
That's right.
And you can feel
Yes.
him. When I hear him, tears will run down my face.
Yes. He tapped
You know what
that
I'm
foot.
saying?
That one foot started tapping. He stand like a statue, and he tapped that one foot, and that whole church be rocking.
Woo, man! Look at here, man.
Oh.
Look at here, man. I was like, oh my God. I saw a tape of him. I didn't know nothing about him, and it wasn't that long ago. But I saw a tape of him, and he was singing "Cooling Water."
Oh Lord.
Oh, I could. Well, my mother been gone for 40-something years, 46 years. And like I say, my father died 2 months before I was born. But I could see my mother, in this, and it brought tears, to my eyes, And I'm like, oh man, this man can sing, but he ain't moving, But he was bringing it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? How some sing, you get up and you.
Yeah.
But he was still standing there. And I was amazed of him standing there, like you say, tap that foot.
Yep.
And he's just singing like it was nothing.
Yep.
But it was something that touches you and, Oh, anyway.
Yes,
brother,
sir.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
You
brother.
all right with me?
Yeah.
You
man.
all right with me? Yes, indeed. Wow.
But I must say, I've played with some of the best people in a short time that I've been here. Like Billy Flynn, Joel Patterson,
Yes.
Lou Frank Krakowski, Bob Cortor, Henry Gray, Joe Nosek, Mark Hamill. I went out west with those folks. R.W. Grissom, I guess is his name, and R.J. something, and Bob Wilson. I played with some of the best, so I was fortunate. And when you got a band behind you that know what they're doing, brother, you can't lose. Like Stevie Wonder said, well, with a voice like Ella's ringing out, there was no way the band could lose.
Ooh.
You know, and when I be out with them, man, I know some nights you feel like you can sing anything, don't
you? Yeah.
You know, when that band, I'm not talking about a band, they say, well, come on, Jacob, Brother Jacob, sing a song for us, you know. But I'm talking about that band, you know, that you go up and you say, oh, man, this is what I've been waiting for. Now, and when the notes come out of your mouth and the band is doing what you thought it should do, oh, brother. Oh, brother. You know,
sir.
Bring it. Because guess who's back in town? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
When you got that band, brother, woo, and I've been fortunate enough to, you know, to be a part of that. You know, we got a young bass player, John W. Lawler, you know, and he's so enthused, you know, but he's a student, you know, but I'm saying, you know, when you get people who's really into it, oh, man. You got to come to a show one time, man.
I'm going to do that. I will be coming out to see y'all perform.
Man, I mean, you know, like we're a bit old school. You know?
I like that's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with old school now.
Man, but
come on with it.
You come up, man, get you up there with us, man. Don't laugh. I'm serious.
Look, I love the old school, and believe me, I would love to come out. So I'm gonna make a point to sneak up on y'all at some point real soon.
Oh, sneak up
and check up on y'all.
Hey, man, when you, like I said, you come and we are guys or somewhere where they allow it, you're welcome.
All right.
I'm going to get you up there. Hey, man, because we got to get the young folk out here, man.
Well, yeah.
You know, I'm with the, you know, I don't want this form to pass.
Yes,
you know, because, you know, this is us, man.
Absolutely. You're right about that.
You know, and you know, any way I can ever help you, you know, with anything, you just call me, man, let me know.
I sure will.
You
Absolutely.
I'm not I've noticed how some people like crabs in a bucket or something. That's not me. You know, I can only be me. And if I can't help you, I ain't going to stand in your way.
I know that's right.
You know, but if I can, I want to see you do well, man. And I ain't trying to top you. I only go out on a show to be me. If it turns out I had a great night, fine. You had a great night, fine.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
But we can all say together, we put on one hell of a show.
That's right. Amen to that. Yes. I need to tell you, Deitra Farr told me to tell you she can't stand you either. But on that note, Brother Wilson, Mr. 43rd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It has been such a pleasure talking with you and learning a bit about you and how you got into this music business and who you've been working with. And me and you will have to talk another time later off the air.
All right, man. You know, I sent you my number anytime, man. And you know, if it's anything I can help you with, man, hit me online and it'll, you know, we'll get that together, man.
Oh, okay. Well, that works for me.
And let me say one more thing, Brother Jacob.
Yes.
And in the works of trying to bring some music back to the South Side. I mean, some quality music, concerts and stuff back to the South Side. You know, and I know a lot of people who don't want to go downtown.
Yeah, that's
true.
You know,
or up north. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So and I was talking with, oh Lord, Deitra about it. But you know, and it's just in my mind, you know, on trying to do something like that. So stay in touch, man. And you know, if it comes down the pipe, we're gonna make it happen.
Hey, now I like the way you think.
All
You
right.
all right with me?
Okay, brother.
Oh man, and I'm with you on that one. So yeah, we'll be in touch. I had to talk with you later off the air, but absolutely, we'll definitely have to talk touch bases. But thank you so much. I sure do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Brother Jacob. And keep on doing what you're doing, man.
All right, thank you. And if there's anything I can do to help you, you let me know too.
All right. Bye, Deitra Farr.
All right, I'll talk with you
Thanks,
later.
bro.
Take
All
care.
right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That was Oscar Wilson. And